Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back at it with the craziest giant freeze deck you've ever seen in your lives. This deck is all about the offense with the giant and the balloon freeze. And it has so many bait cards with the skeletons, the Skarmy, the minions, and the minion horde. This deck has been played as high as #1 in the world, and it is so fun to play. If you pay attention to your opponent's card cycle and catch them in an awkward position with a freeze, you can just win the game right then and there. This insane giant freeze bait deck is one of the most fun decks I've ever played, so let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance. And if you're not already, you can support me by using creator code SirTag. By using creator code SirTag in any Supercell game, I get a percentage of all money spent at no extra cost to you. It supports the channel and allows me to spend more time on videos, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go for skeletons in the back, and this guy is also gonna cycle skeletons. So when we see that, it could be 2.9, but no, it's gonna be Royal Hogs because we see the Magic Archer. Okay, so as soon as you see skeletons plus Magic Archer, it should be Royal Hogs Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Earthquake, usually. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna wait for the Magic Archer to lock. Then we can go for our minion horde in the opposite lane. I just don't want to waste elixir. I want to get counter push value with all of my units here. So he's going to hunter. I could go in for a balloon on the right with my minion horde. He's probably going to try to get value with the hunter on the left and then ice golem. But you know the balloon is just going to go straight towards your tower because you don't have hunter and cycle because you had to cycle it on the giant. So that gives me 2 hits and maybe even death damage on top of the... Yeah, I don't know. Does that give me death damage on top of the... Yeah, it does. Awesome. Cool stuff. I could arrows to kill it, so I don't have to spend any extra elixir on the Magic Archer. And then we can go in for skeletons, or we can go for Skarmy on top of his Royal Hogs that he'll spam us with. So he could Earthquake this. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. He's going to log instead. Well, by the time you log, we're going to get too much value with the Skarmy, so it's fine. It's one of those spells that's not immediate, so we're chilling, man. We're definitely chilling. So he doesn't have mini P.E.K.K.A. from what we've seen. Otherwise, I think he would have mini P.E.K.Ka'd on top of the giant instead of dropping his hunter. But a lot of people just don't expect you to have a crazy giant plus minion horde freeze balloon deck. So maybe that was the case. So he could go in for a Magic Archer here. We'll have to wait and see. There's the Magic Archer. Oh, he's got everything. Yeah, that's interesting that he didn't do it that way last time. We're going to go for a spicy freeze. We're going to hit the hunter. We're going to hit the Magic Archer. And we're going to be able to hit the mini P.E.K.K.A. If this doesn't win us the game, I don't know what will. That was the best freeze I've ever hit in my entire life. We hit everything. And that's a prime example of don't try to hit the tower. Just try to hit your opponent's units if they're trying to space everything out. So he's going to log. I just want to go in for a giant in the opposite lane. Go in for skeletons. Go in for our minions. And then I think we can take the other tower potentially. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to even try to defend the Royal Hogs because it's just not worthwhile. It's going to be a 1-1 situation, so I have to go all in on the left-hand tower if I want to win it because this is not a good matchup for us. So we're going to get that death damage right on top. I can go in for arrows on the right-hand tower whenever I want. Just want to go in for a giant to body block, and then I can go in for skeletons. Okay, I'm going to be forced to go in for a minion horde. Really well played with the Magic Archer. We're going to go in for a Skarmy to kill it. Minion horde's going to stay alive, and we should be able to defend then. So if we didn't kill the Magic Archer, we'd have just straight up lost the game. I'm going to go in for a balloon, so then he has to spend elixir defending that. He knows that he has to spend elixir defending that, right? Okay, well, he doesn't even care. He's just going all in because he knows that I can also arrows. We would 3-crown him if it somehow allowed him to take the left-hand tower and put us into a 2-2 scenario, but that wasn't going to happen. Giant freeze, baby. We're playing against Mono Poly. What's that name, man? Mono means one and Poly is many. There's this dichotomy between your name. It's quite interesting. Anyway, we're going to be going in for minions on defense here, and I kind of want to just go for a giant in the back. We'll see what he does. After he cycles his baby dragon, this could be problematic for him if we go in for a minion horde behind our giant now. So I am very excited for this. Oh, he's going to graveyard me. I really want to see a poison here. I really want to see a poison. If you poison, you have no ability to defend then. Okay, we can go for minion horde right on top of that just to defend our tower and make sure that we don't lose it. And he's going to have to defend both sides without a baby dragon and without tornado. So he's probably going to ice wizard there, and then he's going to not have tornado. He'll just have poison and bomb tower for the balloon, assuming he's got the graveyard with bomb tower deck, and he just loses his tower, right? This is complete game over. If you're running a control deck, especially against giant plus freeze and balloon, and you lose a tower, it's very hard for you to ever come back in that situation because you're trying to chip me out, right? I don't care. I'm just trying to take towers with brute force all in one push. This guy is not enthusiastic about losing that tower, let me tell you. And we didn't even have a tower trade there. Feels good, man. Bomb tower. So he loses a baby dragon in that interaction, and he loses the bomb tower. That's crazy. So I can go for arrows just to cycle. I think that's going to be our best bet. We're going to be able to hit the bottom tower, the towers, and also the knight. You guys notice how I said towers there, right? His baby dragon is out of cycle. He's probably in a graveyard here, so we just want minions as soon as possible. And we won't even go in for any defense because we would assume that he would poison that. Alright, he's going to go in for Barb Barrel. That means I can go in for a Skarmy here. He doesn't have Barb Barrel in cycle. The Ice Wizard is going to be lagging behind. Actually, I could freeze this. High key, I think that's a good decision. What does he have? He has like baby dragon. Yeah, that's amazing. Guys, remember, he used his Barb Barrel, so what was he going to do? Seriously, what is possible there for him? Absolutely nothing. And again, he's going to poison, so we're not going to drop anything. We're going to go in for a minion horde afterward. Then we're going to follow up with a balloon. You guys see how this deck works, right? You do not care about your opponent. You look at what they're dropping, and you're like, okay, I don't care about defending. I'm just going to play aggressive. And because you're going to overcommit and you're going to expect us to drop bait cards, you're going to preemptively poison, so that's the only way that you can break through, you're going to lose the game. Despite him having Tornado, despite him having all the splash damage in the world, it just doesn't matter, my man. So I can just keep going in. Go in for Skarmy here because he's going to have to spend Elixir on the Giant, and if he tries to overcommit with the poison, then he's going to just straight up lose the game. So this will be GG. We go in for the freeze. He's not able to take the tower on the left, and we walk away with a very easy win. Very calculated too, guys. We spammed like a savage. Certified savage alert. That's just what you have to do if you want to win games. You're just going for the spam. You assert the dominance, and you walk with W's. Double Santa Clauses on tower. And there's not even a hope of him actually taking a tower, because guess what? We have the King Tower activated, and even if he did, look at the double Giants on his King Tower. Oh, Monopoly, I'm sorry that you had to deal with the many Giants on top of your King Tower. He only had one tower left, and we had many Giants. GG and well played. Let's move on to the next one, and let's keep winning every single game, baby. We're going to sauce out a good luck here, and we're going to see what's up. This guy is not dropping anything, so we're just going to go in for skeletons in the back. He's going to give us the double thumbs up. Man, I don't really like our starting hand. Okay, I have to arrow this just because I can't wait any longer. I'm impatient. I have to drop my cards. I think I'm going to minion horde here. I think minion horde is going to be our best bet of just killing the Dark Prince, and he's not going to be able to destroy it unless he's got arrows. So the Dark Prince does not get a hit on our tower now. He's going to drop bats and Goblin Giant, so it looks like it's going to be Sparky. Usually when you see Goblin Giant, there's nothing else that could be possible than Sparky, right? It just has too good of energy, removing all the bait cards, and then Sparky can actually hit things of value. He's going to have Earthquake, but in reality, our Skarmy gets a lot of value there still. And he went in for Earthquake, so that means I can go in for a Giant in front of the minions, maybe. One of the Giant. Oh, the Giant tank. Oh, it did. I can freeze here. And even though he's zapped, it doesn't matter. The Giant is going to be tanking for the minions. The Sparky's going to die. And, oh my gosh. Well, the Sparky didn't die, but Santa Claus gave us a lot of value, guys. That's insane, right? He used a lot of Elixir to defend that tower, and he wasn't able to pull off anything special at all. I'm able to go in for a Skeleton's round unless he goes in for a Barb Barrel, and we should be able to shut down the Sparky with a pretty easy capture here. So, yeah. Skeleton off to the side is still going to distract the Sparky. Feels good, man. We're going to go in for our Skarmy at the river. And remember, he had Earthquake last time, so bats are out of cycle now. I assume he has Musketeer in cycle. That's at least what I'm anticipating here. I don't think he has any way of killing the minion horde as long as I tank for it with a Giant. So when he zaps this, I just want to make sure that the Goblin Giant goes on to the Giant instead of our minions. And yeah, we should be able to kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A. We should be able to kill all the Spear Goblins and get a pretty nice counter push here. Heck, I could even go for a freeze. Ooh, this is a bit spicy. He's going to drop bats, but the bats are not going to be able to kill the entire minion horde. So those minions are going to get on the tower, and that's going to do a lot of damage to him, man. Yeah, he's going to drop a Musketeer. So that's 4 Elixir for 4. Our freeze just baited out a Musketeer, so it was entirely worth it. Even if we weren't able to predict exactly where he's going to drop the bats. Still very nice. Then we can go for skeletons. Ooh, I missed it! Ah! I tried to get really greedy with this round. It's fine, though. I'm going to go in for a Giant balloon in the opposite lane, and we're going to go in for minions, and we're just going to sack the right-hand tower, because it's not really possible to defend it anymore. I can, however, go in for a freeze and stop the Sparky, get my minions on top of the Sparky, and make sure that I don't get 3-crowned with my minion horde here. So we're going to take a tower, and we're going to prevent the 3-crown. He's going to zap, so he still doesn't have an answer to the minion horde, so the minion horde is definitely going to be able to slaughter that. Heck, I can even go in for skeletons here, surround, and then go in for a Skarmy off to the side. So he's going to Earthquake it, but the minions still are going to be alive to defend against the Sparky, so the Sparky does not get a hit. Then I can follow up with a Giant in the middle, go in for my skeletons on top of the Goblin Giant, and get ready for the freeze. So even though we missed so poorly, we played this like trash. We missed somehow our skeletons, and it just didn't matter, man. It didn't even matter. It doesn't matter if your opponent is playing better than you. It doesn't matter what's happening. And as long as you just keep playing aggressive with this deck. You're going to win. I'm going to go in for balloon in the middle because he has no building to stop it. So then the minions are going to be able to take the musketeer hits.
I am disgusted.
That's just another win added to our collection, and it feels pretty good, man. I feel like this deck is ridiculously easy. Even when we miss our skeletons on top of a musketeer and play like a complete potato and just play fully aggressive, easy wins, guys. That's all you have to do with the deck. This guy's going to go in for a pencil to start off the game. Yes, he's actually going in for the battle ram. We could go for a Skarmy to shut it down. I think he's got P.E.K.K.A. Please have a P.E.K.K.A. deck. It is so fun to play against them. So if he does, we're able to just go in for a balloon as soon as we see a Magic Archer or Electro Wizard cycled, because it's just horrible for him to defend this. There's very few situations that you're able to defend against a balloon if you only have Electro Wizard or Magic Archer. You have one or the other. We can go in for a freeze, kill the Magic Archer with our one Marvin the minion, and then the balloon takes the tower. I was telling you that this deck was toxic, guys, and I told you I was really hoping that he was going to play this deck, and this is why. He just uses Zap, so now he has no answer. The pencil is not breaking through. It's not drawing over our tower today, dude. This is going to be the easiest win of our lives. Let's go, baby. Oh my gosh. This is the most rage-inducing thing, too, because if you cycle your Electro Wizard or your Magic Archer, and you don't know that I have this deck, oh man, it's just like, what could I have done? That's what you're thinking through your head, but in reality, you're just not supposed to cycle any of your anti-air units in this type of scenario. You just have to be super prudent and careful when you're playing. So our minions are going to be able to kill that. It's fine. He did actually... He's probably going to go for a P.E.K.K.A. We can go for a balloon here. If he goes P.E.K.K.A. on top of the giant, then we could just freeze here and potentially get a ton of damage on the king tower, and then also make him spend elixir on the giant at the same time. Divide up his stuff, defend with skeletons, and go defend with the Skarmy. Guys, we're going to 3-crown him. This is an inevitability right now. Both towers are surgically being removed. Step by step, man. We're taking each tower individually. We're going to wait for that Magic Archer to lock onto the tower, then we follow up with the Skarmy, just so it's not able to hit everything immediately. And I didn't really know if he's going to go for a poison or something. It just wouldn't have been worth it. Now we're in a really good spot. He actually just went in for a P.E.K.K.A. So you guys ready for the dank memes? You guys ready for the dank memes? We go in for the minions. We go in for the giant. He has no way of stopping this. We freeze whatever he defends with, and we walk away with the win. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. We got the giant. We got the balloon. We got the freeze, and you have no answers. It was a pleasure playing against you, my dude. He was a bit of a sad panda. I can't blame him. Saw us out of good luck here. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's happening. I'm going to go for a giant in the back. And if he spams this opposite lane, we have skeletons, we have minions, we have minion hordes, so we're chilling. We have a really good hand here. After we see the knight, I expect it to be a graveyard deck or a expo deck or maybe even a control logbait deck. But no, we see musketeer, so I don't know. Still going to be expo or graveyard then. Yeah, it's probably going to be graveyard. So I'm going to go opposite lane with our minion horde, just try to get value out of that. Wait for the baby dragon to lock onto our tower, then go for a Skarmy. That's what I'm banking on right now. I'm going to go for a freeze, keep the minions alive, try to get as much value from that as possible. He's going to go graveyard, so that's really aggressive. If we trade towers, I'm fine with that. I am totally chilling then. I don't care. I got so much value on you there that I can go in for a Skarmy on top of your musketeer, prevent you from 3-crowning me, and then I think we're chilling. I think that overall, if you're graveyard and you're trying to 3-crown and we're running giant plus balloon, we have a much better potential to 3-crown you, my dude. So I'm going to go in for a giant. I'm going to go in for a balloon here. Anything that he counter pushes with will be towards the tower that he doesn't want to go to. He wants to 3-crown me, so this is what we want to have happen. We want to separate everything so we can just defend against the knight very, very easily. He's going to baby dragon as well, so very easy minions. And this is a lot of damage happening on him, man. There's going to be a couple balloon hits. The minions are able to kill the knight for free. And you're probably going to graveyard, and then we go in for a minion horde as soon as the baby dragon connects. That is our plan every single time. Or freezing. Either one works. But we don't want to waste elixir here. We're going to go for our minion horde now. We'll eat the damage when we can. Then we go in for skeletons because he's going to try to 3-crown. The damage that he gets on that lane is insignificant. It's inconsequential, and we will never respond to it. So he's going to knight. Really well played to kite at the opposite lane, so then both towers are able to finish it off. Let's go in for a giant and go in for a Skarmy here. Oh, really good baby dragon. Unfortunate for us. I'm going to be forced to go for minions, so then we defend. But he's going to have bomb tower as well. Really well played. Got to give him credit where credit is due, my dude. The bomb tower is cycled, so maybe I can go in for a balloon here. Go in for a minion horde when he goes in for a baby dragon, potentially. Oh, wait. We evade the poison. Can I go for a freeze here and have the minions tank for the 1 HP balloon? Oh my gosh, guys, give me another hit. Yes, it happened. It happened. I think we can win this. There's definitely a chance now. Going for a giant to tank. Going for minions after. Remember, he went in for a poison earlier, so if we just drop minions, there's no way for him to kill it. He can scar me here. And, guys, there's a chance that we win right now by a balloon, and this balloon breaks through. We will walk away with the W. We don't even need it to break through. We just need death damage. That's what we're going to go for here. Want to go for the freeze? We're trying to get the death damage right now, and I think we get it! Let's go! The 1 HP balloon allows us to capture W's out of nowhere, and it feels so good. Playing against graveyard decks can be difficult, but it's definitely winnable. We're going to go in for a giant in the back as our starting play, and we're going to see what's up. So if he spams this opposite lane, we have the skeletons, we have the sauce, we have anything we could possibly want on defense with the Skarmy on deck as well. And we see Electro Dragon, so it's a really bad decision to go straight into him. Unfortunately, he's going to have a lot of splash damage. The fortunate thing is he's not going to have it in cycle. So we have to abuse that and try to get some value when we can. I'm going to go in for a freeze depending on what he does. He's going to go for a tornado. Why did you not activate King Tower? What are you doing, dude? I can freeze that. The 1 HP balloon is going to take your entire tower. It doesn't matter that you have Elixir Golem and Firecracker and all the splash damage you could possibly want. If we defend this, we might be able to win. So the way I want to play this is go for arrows, go in for Minion Horde after. As long as the Firecracker dies and we kill the Baby Dragon and the Electro Dragon, get counter push afterward, maybe we could make some magic happen. We're going to get a ton of Elixir from this kill of the Elixir Golem right now, so we need to make sure that we drop our giant early so we don't get that influx and get overwhelmed. Then we can go in for a freeze when he goes in for an Electro Dragon, hopefully. I really want to see an Electro Dragon. Oh, he's going to go in for a Baby Dragon. We still have to freeze right now. Unfortunately, the minions are dead, so we're not going to be able to kill the Baby Dragon, so this counter push could be very devastating to us. However, I'm thinking that we take the tower here, so it's okay as long as we defend, guys. So as long as this guy goes in for some ridiculous spam and tries to go in for an Elixir Golem in front of this, then we're chilling. Oh, let's go! He's doing it! That's what I wanted to see, my dude! So I'm able to go in for a Skarmy here. We don't know if he's going to go in for an Earthquake or anything along those lines. We want to go in for arrows to finish off the Firecracker. The skeletons are still alive. And when we're trying to spam him here, we're always going to go in the opposite lane. So after he kills this giant, it's going to go towards this tower instead of the 3 crown. Very important stuff. He's going to go Baby Dragon. He's going to go in for a Tornado too. So we want to go freeze as quickly as possible. Try to get some more value. With oh, 1 HP, dude. Oh, that's so troll. Anyway, we're going to go in for Skarmy, and I think we can arrows with the Skarmy on top of the King Tower. Let's go, baby. We win the game. That's what I'm talking about. That was clutch. We actually asserted dominance against Baby Dragon Tornado with Electro Dragon.